Hey traders from around the world, it's Jeremy Alexander Newsome. Right now it's about 7:12 p.m. Central Standard Time. Just got off a webinar with an incredible gentleman named Chris in Ireland. We were working through some of his coaching, and I'm making this video as a punishment because I did not break any of my rules today, but I did something that I was unhappy with and I'm not pleased with, something that would have easily turned my day from a losing day into a winning day. And I've had 2 losing days in a row, which is fine. That happens pretty often, but it got me thinking, you know what? I haven't done any dose of pain in a long time. And not only that, but this is during the free week. I have hundreds of people from all over the world potentially taking the same trades that I'm taking. And I just felt like an absolute jagaloon for not getting into this particular trade. So what I'm gonna do is I'm also gonna link the exact trade in this video so you can hear me, you can see it, you can watch it, and then I'll do an end of recap of how I did not take that trade. So this will be about a 10-minute, 15-minute long video, and then you'll get to see me do my pain. I reached out to one of my coaching students, her name is Tracy, and I asked her, what should the pain be for me not taking this trade, for me canceling it, because it was a gorgeous pattern, phenomenal setup. And what should the pain be? And so she told me beets and raw eggs blended, drinking it. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, just about being accountable. This is something that I truly suggest every single person out there in the world does at some point or another. Implement pain if you do not follow your plan, or if you don't take the trades that you're supposed to take. There needs to be a consequence for you not doing what's up in here on there, okay? You guys are awesome. Just gorgeous little rotation, really pretty move, exceptional S-curve. So we're gonna keep that on the list, see if we can buy a dip on FedEx. Caterpillar, again, pretty blue chippy, right? Caterpillar is decently blue chippy, and wow, the markets are straight up going bananas right now. At least looking over here on my E-minis chart, look at the SPY. That is a strong run. Wow. Nice. LK, so this is a swing trade that a lot of real life traders are in, and hoping at some point LK can kind of bounce and do its thing. PayPal was one that I played yesterday for a loss, and PayPal's an inside candle today. Seattle Genetics, CGen, Dan says he's playing at 70.05 by 69.05. Thanks for sharing your trading plan with us, Dan. I actually really do like that double bottom. So you have a bearish candle gapping down. It's gapping down into a pretty strong gap. So this is a gap and go right here. The low of this candle is 69, and the low of this candle is 69. Wow, so the exact same lows on Seattle Genetics. That's pretty interesting. So this 5-minute chart, I actually do like to look at this chart pretty nicely. Volume coming in, we have a double bottom. Let me see how we could play Seattle Genetics. 69.05, so $1 risk on SGEN. What time is it? 8:49. It's a pretty double bottom pre-market. I do like the pre-market. I really do like that volume. Let me turn the 5-minute chart off. Yep. Seattle Genetics. Per my plan, if I look at a brand new stock, I have to wait for the 5-minute candle to close before I can trade it. But the good news is it's very risk friendly. I know exactly how to calculate the risk on the dollar, and I think everyone does else as well. So I'll be looking at a limit buy, 70.04 limit buy by 69.04 on Seattle Genetics. Again, if you're an options trader, I don't know if this is a great one for options or not. Probably not. Nope, doesn't look amazing. Doesn't look that great. So limit order, limit price 70.04, and buy. All right, order's open. It probably doesn't pull back that far, realistically. Right, that breakout was a really, really good spot to take the trade. If it doesn't fill, that's fine. It's like, hey, good try, but we'll definitely watch it for Dave. But I like that setup. It looks really pretty. All right. And today is 7/24/2019 SGEN. Again, at this point, my goal is to make back the R that I'm down from this morning. All right, so fade, Seattle Genetics. We'll see if it retests that low. My buddy Near is wondering about RHI. A few of you are asking about CGen. CGen's looking much, much, much better. Seattle Genetics. $70.55 by $69.65. 3-minute chart. It does not look bad on the 3-minute at all. So interesting. I have one of the two, Seattle Genetics or iRobot, as an afternoon, kind of a mid-afternoon trade. I like Seattle Genetics. What time is it? 10:43. Hi, these candles are the exact same. We might get skipped over on this one. Also, there's the little pop right there. A super, super small pop. Okay. So what I will do on Seattle Genetics then is do a limit buy here at 70.48 and lower this to 58. Okay. SGEN 7048 limit buy with a stop loss at 6958. 90 cents of risk. New official day trade. So we waited on it. That was one that we had earlier, if you remember. 748, okay. 90 cents of risk. And again, if I lose on this trade, I'm always a pessimist when I'm trading. I'm always expecting the loss. 70.48. If we lose on this trade, I'll be done for the day. All right. The public offering at 70. Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, you're right. Public offering at 70. Okay. So usually public offerings don't normally just run to the moon, although this one did have a nice move earlier in the day. This is why I pay $7.50 when you can get it for 70. It's very true. All right. Wait a minute. Ansel CGen. Public offering at 70. So it did trade down to 70 2 or 3 times a day. It actually traded all the way up to 71.97, 70 by 69. That's a $1 risk. Okay. Beet chunks, blender. Looking like ugly chicken hearts.
Actually, it looks like strawberries to me.
Gross. Okay, eggs are going in.
This will teach you.
Oh my god, this is gonna be so bad. There's no way this is gonna be good.
I feel like this is a crime or something.
Oh.
Alright, I need to get a topper. 1 second. Hopefully it blends and we have to wait a little bit more.
Beautiful color. So pretty.
It actually looks really tasty. I know this is gonna taste horrible.
There's no way this is good. Just eggs and beets.
Some of the, yeah, smell. There's more.
Back. Scrape it out.
All right.
All right, so I did the intro. This is pretty much a $1,500 smoothie. So the way you got to think about it, right? In trading, if you're afraid to pull the trigger and you don't pull the trigger and you see a good trade, you just don't take it. There needs to be some sort of punishment or pain there associated with that. Today was a losing day. Unacceptable to have 2 losing days back to back. For me, not a massively shocking thing, but during the free week, like I said, I know a lot of people are counting on me to bring some R's their way. But not only that, but there was a trade that I set up. It was in the broker, ready to go, and then I canceled it. So here's to that. It's so good. This is a wonderful experience.
Tastes like roots.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it would taste like roots
Mm-hmm.
or sticks or something. You get a little bit of like a Joker vibe going on you with like the red in the corners of your mouth.
Oh my God.
Just don't throw up on the floor.
Oh geez. I'm chewing them too.
There's chunks in there.
Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, this is brutal. I'm gonna do the whole thing like a boss. Swallow and chew, baby.
One
It
last
tastes like I'm drinking motor oil from a used dirt bike.
Can you even taste eggs?
No, the eggs are just for liquidity,
Oh.
I guess. It's pretty much just beets, just raw beets. Oh. It's probably great for my liver or kidneys or something like that, but miserable.
I think you could do it. One more. Come on. Just down it. His hands are clenching if you can't see.
Oh, it's so awful. No one likes beets. No one should like beets. These are horrible. They taste like an old rotten heart from an antelope. It was on the ground covered in like fire ants and trash and garbage. Why would you eat any of that? Beets are not good, ladies and gentlemen. They're not.
Did you finish it? Never ends. At first he said it wasn't enough too. I think it's plenty.
Hold it down. I'm gonna get through this.
So you actually have like a retching reaction to this?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. There's barely any left. You can do it.
I'll be fine, but I'm chewing frozen beet chunks. Oh. My poop tomorrow is gonna be terrible.
Or great.
This is, oh boy. All right, last little bit.
There it is.
Really quite awful. My disdain for beets has continued to climb higher. Again, I did not break my rules. I don't have a specific rule that says I can't do what I did today, although I should probably implement one. I don't mind that I didn't take the trade. I minded because we always miss trades, right? I'm upset that I placed the order. I didn't just stick with it. I canceled it for realistically no reason other than an outside opinion. And it wasn't something like, oh, earnings is around the corner. Like, this was a day trade, as you guys can see or have seen from the video already. Anyway.
Bottoms up. For the trades. You did it.
I'm just so upset with myself. All right, folks. Tracy, that's for you. Ladies and gentlemen, I will do anything that I can to ensure that we create profitable trading experiences together. Sorry I let you all down. It won't happen again. And if it does, more of this and worse of this. All right, you guys rock. All right, so to come back and review the trade and just look over it and talk through this one. The cancellation, I mean, the trade would have triggered perfectly and would have worked out fantastically well. So this would have been a great trigger right here, literally just minutes after I got into the trade. And my thought on this one realistically is, yes, it was a public offering, and public offerings normally don't move that well. You kind of heard me say that, right? They very rarely, you get a public offering, just runs. But the thing is, it ran, right, in the morning. Like, it had already done its thing. And if I'm doing a wave count, I mentioned the double bottom, right? I talked about that. A wave count would be 1, 2, some kind of 3, some version before, and a 5. Then we get some type of A, some kind of B, and then a C, and then a 1, 2, and this was a 3-wave. So of that 3-wave, this was the 1, 2 of the 3 of the 3. And had I caught this, here's exactly how I would have traded if I did not cancel it. Would have gotten filled, stop was down here somewhere, and then once this candle came in right there, I would have taken the stop, put it here, and I would have taken a target to exit some of my position right at that resistance, around there, for sure. And maybe somewhere around here, before I hit that target, I would have exited a partial, a tenth, or a quarter, taken the stop, put it up here somewhere, locked in profit, and I would have done another wave count. 1, 2, 3. I would have said, okay, let's do a 4 and then a 5. And I'd like to think I would have held, especially as bullish as the market was, I would have held through all of that, put the stop here, and then gotten out and just kind of really trailed this trade. But what I can say is I definitely would have made back my loss. And that is why I'm punishing myself. That's why I punished myself on this trade, is because I canceled it and the pattern was great. This is just pure price action. When the patterns are there, when the candles are there, I set the trade up. It was live, it was official, it was in my broker, and I canceled it from outside news. Just saying outside news, meaning just news that the chart was doing, the company, whatever. The pattern was the pattern. Didn't take the trade the way I knew I should have, and not only that, but I usually I'm okay with canceling this trade. The first trade that I set up, that was a great trade. Just didn't pull back. Barely missed it by 13 cents. And I normally don't keep a trade open that long, and it would have come back and would have filled, and it could have been a great buy at 70 right there with that share offering, 70 by 69. So I should have taken it a second time down here if I was going to buy it at 70 with 69 stop. And the fact that I didn't, I canceled that trade overall, turning what should have been, this trade would have been an easy winner. And then I, still would have gotten skipped over on Tesla. Everything else, all else equal, would have been a winning day on the trade from this one trade. And it's normally a trade that I would have taken, I should have taken, I had it open, I canceled it. And that is something that too many traders do. And I did not want you to think that just goes unpunished. So I encourage each and every one of you out there, if you do have a really good trade, you set it up, everything looks good, and then you cancel it out of some sort of fear, and it ends up working. Punish yourself, implement pain, because we should not be doing that as traders. When the pattern is there, we should take the trade, we should set it up, and it either works or it doesn't, right? So that's my analysis on CGEN. A gorgeous trade. Thanks for watching. You rock.